Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome.
The matter at hand right now has passed palace politics, so it has passed wives dragging thrones and position. Right now is the elders of Ile-Ife themselves that are running helter-skelter, trying to control something they can no longer manage. Report has it that Ife elders stormed the royal mansion in Lagos. Yes, you heard me right. These are not ordinary elders. These are the same ones who have sat with the Ooni of Ife since the beginning of his reign. They are the voice of tradition. These are men who are not easily moved, not easily scared, and not known to leave their domain to go and chase after anyone. But this time, they came all the way to Lagos. Why? Because Queen Naomi, because of Queen Naomi, because of Ogunjaye, and because Ooni of Ife has, become completely unyielding. Yes. They say since the Ooni of Ife began talking openly about, Ogunjaye, not binding Ogunjaye, elders have been begging, tension has been rising. That spirit is nothing to play with. The fear is real. People are leaving their quarters inside the palace. Some wives are sending their sisters, cousins away quietly, and what sparked all this again? Queen Naomi, her name, her presence, her quiet return to her rightful position. This whole thing started. Kabiyesi wanted to remove immunity. Elders said they can never remove immunity, especially not from Ebony. They will not touch Ebony. Kabiyesi said, okay, if I do not remove immunity, they will continue to attack my wife under that immunity. So I know what to do. Kabiyesi went quietly and released Ogunjaye. Ooni of Ife had made it clear that until justice is done spiritually, until Ogunjaye is caved, until immunity is removed, that he would never send Ogunjaye to his cave. So elders, met with Ooni, they begged, they argued, they debated, they fought among themselves, and finally, they agreed they needed to speak to Queen Naomi directly, not through messengers, not through coded greetings, face to face. They entered Lagos like men on a mission, no drama, no noise. When they got to the mansion, Queen Naomi was not expecting them, but as a woman of honor, she welcomed them. With grace, she offered them seats. She listened. One of the oldest among them said, Olori, we have come to beg you. Our son is no longer himself. He has, refused to bind Ogunjaye. And you do know the story about Ogunjaye. This is not a deity to be played with. He is very, very angry. And you do know that he himself is a deity. Right now, it does seem as if we do not even know how to appease him. That is Kabiyesi. We are asking that please, you need to talk to him. You really need to talk to him. The said Queen Naomi sat there quietly. Then she looked up slowly and said, my fathers, if his father cannot talk him down, what do you think I can do? I am a mere woman. I am just his wife. Who am I to convince him? And that is the truth. Who am I to convince him? They said she continued, okay, that when she was talking, they said the room went silent. Even the walls could feel the weight of those words. One of the elders tried to respond, but Naomi raised her hand quietly and said, let me speak. She continued. You watch them insult me. You watch them mock me. You watch them invite other women to sit on my seat. I did not curse. I did not fight. I walked away. But now you come to me because the one who truly belongs to me is calling for judgment, and you expect me to stop him. She wasn't shouting. She wasn't angry. But her calmness was like thunder. One of the youngest elder began to plead. He said, Naomi, he loves you. He is not himself. This spirit is dangerous. Naomi looked straight at him and said, that spirit was released because of injustice. And injustice must be corrected before peace can return. Then she asked a serious question. Where were you when the wall of the palace turned against everything that is right? Where were you when I was pushed out with my child? Where were you when others swore I would never return. Where were all of you? Those were the questions that she asked. It is not a small thing that is going on right now. Delara, do you all understand the power of that response? Queen Naomi was not rude. She's not known to be rude. She didn't insult them, but she held them accountable. She made them understand that their sudden concern is not enough, that if they want peace, they must fix the damage that was done. Another elder, the youngest among them, tried one more time. He spoke, please, Olori, we are afraid if he binds that spirit, if he does not bind that spirit, it's going to be very disastrous. You are very young, you don't understand what Ogunjaye is. And they said, Nami replied, I do understand. I know that Kabiyesi understands Ogunjaye. Kabiyesi knows what he is doing. Kabiyesi knows exactly the implication of every move that he makes. I trust my husband and I trust his decision. His choice remains. And besides, you know me, what can I even do? There's nothing I can do. An elder said that you can do a lot because they have spoken to Oni. Oni has refused. Now, another people that would have spoken to Oni are the Gise elders. They are backing Oni big time. Paropo is backing the son very well. They feel like the one person who claim to be uncomfortable with the situation that will cause Kabiyesi to go and turn around that thing will be Queen Naomi. And Queen Naomi is also unyielding. Queen Naomi it's not even her thing. She is a Christian. She's minding her business. She's praying her own. It's Kabiyesi's decision. At the end of the day, why bring it to Olori Naomi? Why? They say, why they were doing all of this drama, Dr. Elizabeth came down to come and greet them. They were shocked. Like they were so shocked to see that calmness, that humility, like to see these two women together in the same house. They say one elder say, you see, this is supposed to be what should be happening in the palace. You're supposed to see them all together like sisters, like brothers. If not for the manipulations and everything. Which is exactly what Kabiyesi is trying to remove. Which is exactly what Kabiyesi is trying to take away from the system, from the palace system. And Queen Naomi said there is nothing she can do. She will not as much as open her mouth to ask Kabiyesi about this. That she trusts her husband. And she trusts that her husband is making nothing but the right decision. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.